and Android.
Now at 5, Carthage kids create real businesses in their very own itty-bitty city. Plus, Missouri's Christmas City celebrates a massive postal milestone this holiday season.
New research on possible health effects of children getting a smartphone at a younger age. I'm Stephanie Stahl with what parents need to know.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
4 staters woke up to snow showers this morning and now face a winter weather advisory for tonight. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. Currently, road conditions are mostly clear with the occasional slick spot, but the Missouri Department of Transportation has plows dispersed in preparation for more winter weather. Let's go straight to Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the forecast.
Yeah, it's not a big storm, but it's our first storm that we have seen this fall winter season, and today's December 1st, and that is the kickoff of meteorological winter. So we go like December 1st through the end of February. But we had the bands of sleet and snow kind of roll through during the morning hours. A lot of us picked up a quarter, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Now we're on the back band. It's a small band, but it's a little potent band. So we have some moderate snow, which is now shifting right on into the metro area at this point in time. You can see it from Stockton to Lamar, the darker blues, down toward Galena, Columbus. We can track a little farther south. Here's Miami, right down I-44, and this is going to continue to shift into southwestern Missouri over the next few hours. And with that band, we could pick up a quick half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Not much snow in some places, southeastern Kansas, but everybody who has at least the light blue has picked up a 1/4 of an inch of snow throughout the daytime hours for us today. We are going to start to clear out. A little concerned about some freezing drizzle as well later on this evening. We'll talk about it here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, travelers in the Midwest are still dealing with the after effects of a powerful winter storm this holiday weekend. It's blamed for a 45-vehicle pileup near Indianapolis and an icy tarmac issue in Des Moines, where a Delta flight from Detroit slid off the taxiway. And there's still trouble spots out there. Chris Van Cleve is at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport with the latest.
The trek home from Thanksgiving ran right into Mother Nature.
I think I was supposed to take off like 7:30, and now it's looking around 11:30, 11:45.
The major winter storm that swept across the Midwest gridlocked the busy Chicago O'Hare Airport.
I'm Dave Malkoff. Look at this crowd at Chicago's O'Hare. This flight that's getting on board right now has been delayed since 5 a.m. Ed and Vanessa have been here since 3.
We were supposed to land at 9:30 this morning at home.
And it's
already
2 p.m. Central Time.
And the next flight they booked us on leaves at 9:45 tonight.
My original flight was yesterday, and then all of them got delayed and then canceled once I was on the plane.
More than 2,900 flights were canceled and over 21,000 delayed since Saturday.
Our flight to San Francisco was canceled, so now we are going from here to Orlando, and then we're going from Orlando to San Francisco.
The Des Moines airport was closed for hours Sunday after a Delta regional jet skidded off an icy taxiway in heavy snow Saturday night. Sunday was met with chaos on the rails. An Amtrak station was evacuated after a fire on an Acela train. Police say it was caused by a mechanical issue and spread to 3 cars. Meanwhile, drivers were facing heavy traffic with more possible this afternoon.
We came down to Denver from Wyoming to spend Thanksgiving with our son and daughter. I was surprised getting here how busy the gas station was.
In addition to the weather disruptions, JetBlue has been forced to cancel approximately 25 flights again today because of the ongoing safety issue with the Airbus A320 family of airplanes. JetBlue has about a dozen planes still grounded while they make the necessary updates. Sunday, the airline had to cancel about 170 flights, this coming on some of the busiest travel days of the Thanksgiving holiday. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Phoenix.
Well, Carthage students get hands-on business experience through an innovative new program. The Carthage Chamber of Commerce stopped by Columbian Elementary School in Carthage for a groundbreaking ceremony today. It's for the Itty Bitty City School project. Throughout the program, students will create businesses and run a functioning city.
It's our hands-on learning, and this provides a sense of making an economic impact. They understand what it means to break that ground. These are our future entrepreneurs.
Itty Bitty City opens on December 17th. The U.S. Postal Service is commemorating 3 billion pieces of processed holiday mail since Thanksgiving alone. The city of Noel, Missouri, who residents refer to as Noel each December, is commemorating the milestone. Each holiday season, many people turn to the city's post office to receive a special cancellation stamp.
Just proud of the fact that we're the nation's most trusted federal agency. The tradition continues to grow here in Noel, Missouri. So people are coming to the Postal Service. They know they can trust us. And as I said before, we've already processed 3 billion holiday mail pieces since Thanksgiving evening. So we're out here to celebrate today in Noel, Missouri.
The post office began issuing the cancellation stamps on Thanksgiving Day and plans to continue to do so through the first week of January or upon special request. Still ahead, from paper clips to phone apps, couponing is getting a modern makeover. A coupon expert reveals how to get free items with your smartphone. And next, in Health Watch, a study links early smartphone use to worse health outcomes for kids. Topping today's Health Watch, the World Health Organization has new guidelines on popular GLP-1 weight loss drugs. The global organization of health experts say GLP-1 therapies are effective, but there's limited long-term data on the drugs, and there are cost barriers that keep them from being an option for many. The WHO recommends using the drugs with behavioral therapy to maximize and sustain weight loss. RSV vaccine may have an added benefit. It can help protect kids from asthma. A study in Denmark found that RSV, a common respiratory virus primarily affecting infants, is linked to asthma. But infants who received the RSV vaccine had a lower likelihood of developing asthma. Doctors say this is more evidence that parents should have their children vaccinated. And obesity in childhood is linked to heart disease later in life, but that risk can be reversed. A study in Sweden found that if children with obesity lose weight before adulthood, their risk for coronary disease later in life lowers. The study underscores the importance of addressing obesity in children before it affects their long-term health. Heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. It's the time of year when parents may be considering that first smartphone as a holiday gift, and now new research suggests owning smartphones at a younger age could increase the risk of some health issues. Stephanie Stahl has details.
The LaChapelle family loves spending time outside.
We encourage outdoor play and independent play as much as possible.
Mom Elise has signed the Wait Until 8th pledge, a promise not to give her children smartphones until at least the end of 8th grade.
It was very important to me to delay smartphones and delay social media because I think it's very easy to see the effect that they have on kids, the effect they have on their attention spans and their social skills and their overall mental health.
New research published in the journal Pediatrics suggests having a smartphone before age 12 could increase some health risks.
Compared to kids who do not have a smartphone at age 12 or by age 12, those who did have a smartphone had overall worse health outcomes. They had more chances of having depression, obesity, and insufficient sleep.
Dr. Rand Barzilai at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia co-authored the study looking at data from more than 10,500 children. While the research did not look at why, he says there could be several potential mechanisms.
More time on smartphone may be related to less time during, for example, physical activity, something that can protect both from obesity and is also good for one's mental health.
He adds, for teens, smartphones can play a role in social connections, learning, and safety, providing a child's location for parents. Balancing the positive and negative is key.
We limit iPad usage to 20 minutes a day. There's no YouTube. There's no social gaming of any kind.
Elise hopes more families will get on board and that delaying smartphones will become the new norm. Stephanie Stahl, CBS News.
Researchers plan to investigate further and look at smartphone usage patterns that could be linked to these potentially negative health effects. The FDA confirms COVID-19 vaccines have killed at least 10 children. A leaked memo shows healthy kids with minimal death risk receive vaccines through government mandates, and officials reviewed 96 deaths and attribute 10 to vaccination. The FDA says vaccine safety standards are becoming more rigorous moving forward. That's a look at today's health news. A little later, digital couponing apps help shoppers save big without the hassle.
And we still have a little more snow to go this evening. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be a snowy one for us today. We had a mix of snow and sleet through the morning hours and then just kind of flurries during the afternoon. Now we are on the backside of this storm system. So all the sleet and snow we had earlier today, this is all the way over southern Illinois into Indiana, but we're on this kind of back little finger, which is pushing through, and it has some decent little snow rates, and it should beef up a little bit more as it gets along and south of I-44. So where you see these darker blues, that's where we're getting the bigger flakes, the moderate snow across the region. Let me go ahead and stop this radar. So this is right along I-44, moving into Miami, Veneta, Joplin, getting snow now just west of Carthage, up toward Lamar. We can track a little farther south. You can see it, Veneta, all the way down into Tulsa. And then let's go a little bit farther north, a little bit lighter once you get north of Lamar to Nevada over towards Stockton Lake. But with this band, you could easily see another half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, or a quick inch, especially once we get into southwestern Missouri as this band gets a little beefier toward Mount Vernon, Monette, and also Cassville. Snowfall, most of us about a half an inch, about a dusting once you get out across southeastern Kansas. A little heavier Monette, Mount Vernon, Greenfield, Lockwood, up towards Stockton, near an inch of snow. Not a big snow, but our first snow that we have seen so far this season. All right, this band starts to work out 7, 8, 9 p.m. We still have the clouds. We could get some freezing drizzle that sets in 8, 9, 10 p.m. So if you are going to be on the roadways, watch out for that. If we do see that, it should cut off after midnight. We go back to sunshine tomorrow. Here's the noon hour, near 40 degrees, a warmer day. We should go into the mid 40s as we get into Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday night, southerly winds, we drop back upper 20s to near 30. Now on Wednesday, we have a dry cold front. There's going to be some light snow, north central Missouri, but most of us, a dry cold front. We should warm, mid 40s ahead of the front, and then we're going to plummet behind it all the way down into the teens by the time Thursday morning rolls around. So kind of up and down for us all week long. In the morning, 23 to start, 36 by noon, high temp, 43 degrees. Snow starting to get into downtown Joplin, a great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex downtown. Through the evening, those snow showers, the next couple hours, it can stick. It's in the 20s, and if we get that freezing drizzle, be careful. We're near freezing once you get into our far southern counties, but here's our upper level wave kicking through. Now behind it, there's not a whole bunch going on. We got this weak wave on Wednesday, doesn't really have a lot of moisture. Another little wave late in the week. So as we head toward the weekend, this could give us a few showers, maybe a couple snow showers. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But we stay in this northwest flow, very La Nina-like. So we get these fast moving, quick little storm systems across the region. But hey, at least our pattern's staying decently active. All right, 43 tomorrow. Let's go 47 on your Wednesday, 36 on Thursday, so quite a bit cooler. Back near 50 on Friday. Few showers as we go into the weekend. Up and down temps. Next week looks to be warmer, and then we kind of crash back down the week before Christmas.
Right before Christmas again.
It'll make it feel like Christmas.
Yeah, I guess, you know, it's winter. It's the meteorological beginning of winter.
There you go.
So we're expecting this weather.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, as another round of snow moves through the St. Louis, Missouri region, car crashes and other traffic-related issues are beginning to impact travel. Now, many police departments are asking residents to avoid traveling. Cars and plows are both taking to the streets, though road conditions are proving challenging for some vehicles. Coming up, Americans splurge on high-ticket items as holiday shopping exceeds expectations. Topping today's Consumer Watch, Black Friday sales beat expectations over Thanksgiving weekend. Overall sales jumped more than 4%, with online spending hitting a record $11.8 billion. Now, Americans spent big on higher ticket items with steep discounts, and buy now, pay later usage was up 9% compared to last year. On this Cyber Monday, analysts expect another big surge, with projected sales projected to reach $14.2 billion.
It's all about electronics and tech.
Okay.
Check out the big retailers like Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, Target. Also check for some items that maybe you had in your cart, because some places are going to offer even further discounts.
Experts say if you're opting for buy now, pay later, make sure you can actually pay off the item and make those payment deadlines before you make the purchase. Holiday spending can be tough on already stretched budgets. To save a few bucks these days, put the scissors away. Christine Lazar shows us there's a whole new way to clip coupons in the digital age.
This vintage news story shows the way we used paper coupons nearly 20 years ago.
Watch his grocery bill drop from $51 to $19.
The $19 grocery bill and the video quality aren't the only things that have changed. Now your phone can find the bargains, and there are a lot of them to choose from.
My advice for someone starting out for couponing is start small and be okay with that.
Kristen McGrath is senior editor at the Crazy Coupon Lady, one of a growing number of apps that help consumers cash in on deals. Her advice for beginners?
The best thing you can do is start with one store that you shop at all the time, whether that's CVS, Target, Walgreens, and get really familiar with their app. And the good thing is that a lot of these apps have features where you can go in the aisles and you can scan the barcode and it'll bring the coupon up. So there's less guesswork.
A lot of people think I'm not going to worry about clipping coupons because I'm only going to save a couple of dollars. It's not worth my time. What do you say to that?
I would say you can save a lot on the things that you buy every day, and it all adds up. A lot of times we find that when you combine coupons together, so a manufacturer offer from a brand, an offer from a store, add some rewards on top of it, you're getting items for free.
While some can spend hours hunting for every possible bargain, Kristen says it doesn't have to take a lot of time to save a lot of money.
The thing is, there's plenty of quick wins out there. It's a matter of hitting a button on your app and either giving your phone number at checkout or scanning the app at checkout. So, I mean, we're talking seconds here.
In Los Angeles, Christine Lazar, CBS News.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission announced a recall of convertible high chairs due to what it says is the risk of serious injury or death from fall and entrapment hazards. Federal agency says the chair, which was sold on Amazon earlier this year, violates the mandatory standard for high chairs because they were sold without the required attached restraint system. In addition, the Safety Commission says a child's head can become trapped in the opening between the seat and tray. At the movies, it was a weekend of sequel successes. Animated Disney sequel Zootopia 2 earned more than $96 million. It brought in more than $500 million globally since its Wednesday opening, making it the highest international opening ever for an animated movie. Wicked for Good racked in about $63 million in its second weekend. While Now You See Me, Now You Don't came in with $7 million at the weekend box office. Final check of the forecast is next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, tonight's Eye on America explores why tariffs are leaving a bitter taste for the local coffee industry. And then on KOAM News at 6, a live look at the Pittsburgh Christmas Parade. Plus, the town of Knoll, Missouri transforms into Noel as the post office there celebrates the holiday mail season. And in sports, betting begins today for Missouri residents. Ben McLeish has more on this story. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and KOAM News at 6. Final check of the forecast?
Yeah, we got our back band of snow, which is pushing through. You can see more blues over the past hour. This band is intensifying as it pushes in southwestern Missouri. It's not going to last long, hour or two, but you can pick up a quick inch. The sun is down now, so we're going to get some slick roads, so watch out for that.
All right, be safe out there. Thanks, Doug. Well, thank you for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll be back here for KOAM News at 6. We'll see you then. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.